Okay, so here we are with actually a new member of our Velocity Students on Demand system, Greg, who just sent in a message that he had some results. So before he get a chance to tell me, I thought we'd put it on film and also hopefully, give a tip. I'd like to give, some marketing advice and another distinction to help the viewers that are kind of following our success with open eyes and open ears, as they say. Everybody, here we are with Greg. Greg, so why don't you tell me what's happened and kind of share with us what's going on?
Well, I just signed up my first college, and I'm going to go to work Saturday in Birmingham, about 3 hours north here of Mobile, and I'll spend all day with a university in Birmingham at a very nice club, Greystone Country Club, where they play I believe one of the senior majors is played at Greystone. And I'll be working out of Mark Blackburn Academy. And Mark and I go way back, but basically my success, I stayed in my niche. I come from the college golfing world, and so I kind of reached out to coaches, and it's championship season. Conference championships are rolling around, and I thought, maybe I could help somebody finish a little higher or perhaps pick up a trophy. And so sent out a few, little private messages here along the way, and
Right.
lo and behold, it just came to happen. So
That's great. Well, congratulations. So when you said you signed up, the college, what exactly are you going to be doing for them during, I guess you're doing a 1-day intensive for the team?
it'll be a 1-day intensive. It's scheduled 10 to 4, but since it's the first time, I'm gonna over deliver a little bit so that they feel like they're getting a really good value and hopefully invite me back. But it'll be a
That's
1-day.
nice. On this first venture with them, what are they giving you for the day?
1,500 plus travel expenses.
1,500 plus travel. Nice. Excellent. Nice day.
So that's 10 to 4, and I'll probably deliver more like 9 to 5.
Right. Okay, great. Excellent. So your second week and you've got momentum already using just one, you haven't even really gotten set up yet with anything, and you're out there aggressively making things happen with some strategies that we
Yeah,
teach.
I think, using your advice and listening to others, and just, you have to put your foot on the accelerator if you want to go fast, right? So
Absolutely.
if
To
we
me, we
want,
talk about Ferrari, it's almost like, people have got a Ferrari, but they kind of drive it like a Volkswagen. And, maybe you're not a Ferrari guy, but, you want to do souped up Volkswagen. I always say speed is power, and how fast, we can create momentum,
right.
just like in a tournament, it's about momentum. You don't just like magically turn on the switch, but you build momentum, and all of a sudden the magic does happen.
And I think for all the newcomer, anybody that's new at instructing and reaching out to people, the mindset piece is huge. And, we're all in this because we have a gift to give to somebody and help them in this game. And so you have to adapt that mindset and believe that you have a gift and believe that what you're teaching is going to help somebody. And I think that's a hurdle that even I have to overcome, even though I was a college coach for 12 years, but it's been 10 years. But the formula still works. And so reaching back out after a little bit of absence required a little bit of a mindset shift, and that, hey, it's still relevant. It still works. It's still a proven formula that works.
Absolutely. It's interesting. We talk about, and you're such a great example of it, because you've had I've got people that are brand new, golf teachers and instructors that are not certified with any major organization, that, it's their first year or two in business, doing incredibly well after applying, our velocity strategies, and then, putting and kind of bolting on the marketing system to their business and growing their business. And then people, like yourself that, got 10, 20, 30 years experience. And you've, what I love about individuals that I work with you, because we definitely don't want to work with everybody, because there's different personalities and different kind of animals out there, but you came humble and you came open-minded. And that's the only kind of client I want to work with, because believe me, we definitely turn down people because of attitude, and your attitude of just, openness and application, and not, non-resistance, because after being in a business for so many years, we can be resistant, to
Yeah.
strategy and ideas and a pathway. And it's like, we've created such a path of, to create fast results. Also, you've got a chance now to kind of see now, and you're just in week 2, barely. You kind of see now some of the uh, marketing strategies that we put into place for not salespeople. We put this together for athletes that, you know, don't have a technical wizardry background. Like, I'm technology stupid. You know, are you technology stupid too, Greg?
Unfortunately, I'm not. I've overlearned it, and I must get on top of that over the years, whether it be golf shafts or learning theories and TrackMan, and I've stayed on top of it, and it's very confusing and overwhelming for anybody. And so, you know, the difference for me in coming back in as a teacher, the game is still the same. The object of the game is to get it in the hole, and now we have different methods. And so 10 years ago, we didn't have this Facebook presence like we have today for marketing. LinkedIn, you know, a lot's changed in the last, since 2006, since the last time I was a college golf coach. So even though, you know, I've stayed abreast of it, you have to know that you're going to compete with it. And then again, you have to, I hate to say the word dumb it down, but you have to keep it simple so that people aren't overwhelmed and don't feel intimidated to sign up and enroll.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You know, it's a big part of what we teach, and something I wanted to, you know, share to anybody that hasn't had a chance, you know, to see what we do, or just kind of viewing some of our case studies and results that we produce, you know, each month with clients and students is, you know, that principle of, we talk about enrollment, you know, and sales, and, you know, there's really two components that we want to share with the viewers that are watching, and seeing what we're up to. And that is, you've got the first part of communication out in the marketplace. And we've got several very specific methods of communicating to potential students, right? Because really that's what marketing is. It's just another fancy word for communicating, okay? Then you need a channel of communication to impinge, to affect, you know, the emotions and the brain of the viewer, of the listener, right? And that's effective or non-effective communicating or marketing, right? And, you know, some of what we do is pre-made. Like, I've actually researched the marketplace with golf instructors and golf teachers and golf students around the world in different countries, really found things that are easy to bolt on to any golf teacher's business, whether they're a one-man, one-woman show, or they've got 10 schools around the country, around the world, and bolt it into and onto your business very simply. And some of them are pre-made, as you've seen. And, you know, just simply we kind of edit it and put your picture, your name and your contact information, and customize it for your specific methodology and strategies and teachings. And then put the communication out there to potential students or potential clients, like you did with this college. And then have the second part of that, though, is the sales part. And I don't like the word sales, because you realize we don't do anything that's salesy, trying to be used car salesman, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And we use this word enrollment, and the second part of that is closing the deal, which is the old vocabulary. But my word enrollment, as you've seen, and I love the concept of enrollment, as we define it within our teachings, is the ability to move, touch, and inspire somebody so much that they sign up with you. And, you know, there's nothing pushy or cheesy or unethical or slimy about the process of inspiring somebody to add value to their life, to add value to their team, like you are, to add value to their game. And as people start to know about what we're not about just teaching golf. We're about making a difference in our students' lives. It's about something bigger, a bigger vision of adding value, because literally, I've been able to save people's lives, believe it or not, because we discovered something, you know, in a health issue, that it actually saved their life. I mean, just something out of the blue that's mind-blowing. Talk about adding value to somebody's life. But, you know, to health issues, to, you know, emotional things and other parts of individual lives, that sometimes golf is just the medium to touch people, to make a difference in their life, along with really helping them have fun with their game and getting their handicap lower, you know, and getting them to, you know, swing and have more consistent drives and chips and putter, and the specialty that you have, as you realize, being you are, I would say, and as you said, the offensive coordinator of strategy for somebody's game. which you're a master and so good at, which is awesome. But this concept that we wanted to share with people today, of regardless of who you're talking about, it's not about selling or convincing or pushing. It's about adding value to a potential client, adding value to a potential student's life, to, yes, their game, to lower their handicap, to improve their swing, to improve their game strategy, course management strategies, whatever your specialty is. But if you have the ability, as they say, if you really can, show somebody that you care enough, then they're going to listen to you enough. And if they get that you care and that you're authentic and you want to make a difference in their life, that you want to make a difference in their game, and they really get that sincerity and that belief that you have, that you can add value to their game, their life, they're going to sign up with you. That's, a basic one thing that we want to share with people. It's kind of common sense, but it's amazing how people get nervous about getting somebody's credit card or getting the check. But if I am convinced, and I've got a conviction, Greg, that I'm going to make a difference in your life, that I'm going to make a difference in your game, or in our case, in your business, that's, I think, 90% there of the enrollment of, really caring about our students, caring about our clients and customers. And I think you are, again, an example of that, because you're such a sincere and ethical man that you really care that much. Like, I think many instructors we meet around the world, and it's just communicating that in an effective way, as you see in a lot of what we teach, so that the potential student gets it and gives you their credit card and their check to get started.
Absolutely. The sincerity and authenticity is huge. And I do know the head coach at this university, not very well, but we do know each other. And he's a former professional athlete. And so he understands the value of, bringing in instructors or bringing in speakers that will add value to his team and their lives. And I think the word enroll, when you say enroll as a group, I get the idea that I'm going to learn something in a group setting. And I'm going to deliver a message Saturday to 12 young men and a head coach. So that's 13 people. They're going to hear it 13 different ways, but they'll be able to talk about it amongst themselves after I leave and process it differently, and maybe even share more ideas amongst themselves to add value to each other's lives as well.
Absolutely. It's amazing. And as people, find out, we of course have a whole section where we teach sales, and we teach the process of enrollment for people with no sales background. Most of our golf teachers are either professional athletes or just been teaching most of their life, or they're, coming into starting their business, whatever it might be. But we have a whole section on teaching sales and teaching enrollment in a non-slimy, non-cheesy, pushy way, where it's ethical. You feel good about adding value and helping you become a better communicator. Sometimes is what is needed in our communication skills, of course, which does help our enrollment in getting the credit card and check, and getting, bigger ticket packages sold, and another additional $1,500 day on top of your other packages and students that you're, enrolling and building your business with and building momentum with it. So we wanted to add this, to, our interview series. I wanted to thank you so much for taking this few minutes and taking your time, Greg, and congratulations, your second week on the momentum that you've had, success that you've been building and had already.
Well, thank you so much. And I want to share this with you if you didn't know it already. The word sale or sales comes from, the Greek word salon, and it actually means sharing a gift. And so don't be afraid to share your gift. You're not selling if you're sharing a gift. I think we have this connotation that selling is pushy, and it's not. It's sharing a gift. So, but thank you very much.
That's beautiful. Sharing your gift. And that's, I think, what all of our teachers and instructors around the world want to do, share their experience, their knowledge, and their gift. So that's awesome. Thank you for that distinction. That's powerful.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.